everyone. Welcome to the Steve and Nina Show. Boy, we had storms last night rolling in and thunder and lightning, the whole bit. But today is a beautiful day. It is sunny. I don't see any clouds hardly in the sky, a few over there. But just want to let you guys know, well, right now we're heading out to the meat market, and the Amish meat market that Steve always gets all of our meat from. And we need to, thank you.
My mirror was messed up.
And I've got a couple recipes that I'm wanting to make again, and I don't know if I've ever made them for YouTube or not, so I thought I could share those with you guys this week. And today I am going to be making a cake that my mom used to make all the time called a hummingbird cake. So stick around. All right, we're back home. And as I promised you guys, I am going to be making a hummingbird cake. It's delicious. I'm going to go ahead, instead of laying out every item, I'm going to read through the ingredients. And then what I'm going to do is at the end of this, when you guys are watching it, underneath where the description is, I'm going to put all of the ingredients and exactly how to do it and how to bake it. So we're going to need 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 eggs that were beaten, 1.5 cups of oil, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 can or 8 ounces of crushed pineapple, 1 cup of chopped nuts, and I've got walnuts, and 2 cups of chopped bananas. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of that stuff prepped, and I'll be right back. Well, I didn't have enough eggs in here, believe it or not. I had to go shopping outside at my local grocery store out in the chicken coop. So, all right, be right back. There is nothing like fresh eggs. Look at the color on those things. So pretty. All right, so we've got there's 2 cups of flour. Need to get 1 more of those. And our 3rd cup of flour. You want all-purpose flour. So that made 3 cups there. What we're going to do is we're putting the dry ingredients in first. So then we need 1.5 cups of sugar. Here's our 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay, we need 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to use the pink Himalayan sea salt, and that will work out fine. And then 1 teaspoon of soda. You want baking soda. Let me get this opened here. I thought I had one opened up in the cabinet, and I looked through all of my baking stuff up there and didn't see it anywhere. So, okay, that was 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I've got ground cinnamon here. I love cinnamon in cakes and stuff. It's so, so good. Okay, that is all of the dry ingredients. So, let's get our little piggy here. Got that at a thrift store a long time ago. I'm just going to mix these all up good. And then we'll start adding our wet ingredients. All right, so when you add in your eggs, oil, you're going to stir it into all of these dry ingredients until they're moistened. But don't beat it because it will make your cake really tough. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the oil. We're going to need 1.5 cups of oil. I'm just using vegetable oil. All right, 1.5 cups. And then we're going to put in our 3 whipped eggs. And go ahead and mix this stuff together just until it's moistened. I think I forgot the vanilla. Let me go ahead and get that put in there too. That was 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. We definitely don't want to miss that, do we? All right, so here's 1. And 1/2. This is really strong vanilla. It's double strength. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even use the whole thing, but it's good stuff. It's really good. All right, so let's go ahead and mix this up again. And you'll see can you see in there really well? It doesn't take long for it to get moistened, okay? And that's why they don't want you to whip it up like you would a regular cake mix. Okay, now into this, we are going to put 2 cups of chopped bananas, 1 can of the crushed pineapple, and the nuts. So I'll be right back. All right, so we just bought the walnut halves. It was cheaper this way. So I'm going to just chop them up some.
Talking to yourself again?
Well, I guess you could see I am for a few minutes till we get this put on. Steve just got back. He had to go get some car parts. Okay, that looks just about good. So we needed 1 cup of those. And this is 1/2 cup. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Alrighty, there's 1/2. Get you the second 1/2 here. Okay, 1 cup of walnuts. I guess you could probably use any nuts that you wanted. All right, I've got the 2 cups of chopped bananas in there. And now 1 cup of crushed pineapple. And that is all of the ingredients. So you're going to put it in. You can use oh good, the oven's ready. You can use a 9x13 pan, or you can use the round cake pans, which I think I'm going to do. And I also wanted to tell you that I'm going to make the special icing for this while the cake is baking. All right, hope everybody can see everything good. Looks really great. All right, let's get these poured into the pans. I've already got them buttered. Enjoyed the ride out in the country today. Sure was beautiful. You could probably do this if you had 3 of these pans, but I've only got 2 of the round cake pans. I've never made this cake before. My mom always used to make this. It was one of my dad's favorites, and it is delicious. All right, we're going to get this in the oven, and they're going to bake on 350 for about 55 minutes. I'm going to start checking mine at about 45 minutes. My oven seems to get things done quicker. And then we're going to let it cool for 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get these in, and then we'll start making the icing. All right, for the icing, it calls for powdered sugar, vanilla, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then it says on the recipe for a 1/2 cup of margarine. I don't use margarine, we use butter, so I'm going to see if there is much of a difference, and then I'll let you know. All right, so we looked it up, and you can use butter instead of margarine. 1 stick equals 1/2 cup. So I went ahead and softened that a little bit. We'll put that in our mixer. All right, and our 8 ounces of the cream cheese. All right, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And 1 pound of the powdered sugar. So I've got a 2-pound bag. Let me get this out here and I'll come back. All right, so this is 1 pound of the powdered sugar. I'm going to start this out slow. We're going to mix it together really well. All right. Got that done. Well, okay, I got really warm making that and tried to turn the ceiling fan on over in the dining room part, and I blew the fuse. So Steve had to go down and fix that. Now the kitchen light's not working. That was the new one we put in, remember? So hoping it comes back on. But I'll be back in a little bit and we'll frost the cake and give it a try. Oh my goodness, it's smelling so good. Look how pretty they are. Just about done. They're pulling away from the sides. Well, the light was okay. I knew she was going to bark. That's why I looked down. I had just blown 2 fuses, so at least the light's all right. All right, so got it out. There was a big chunk of banana over there. It's cracking a little bit, but that's okay. Put some icing in between the layers and frost the rest of it here. Right, so I've chopped up some walnuts. You can make it fancy and put some, walnuts around the edges. However you want to do it. Or you don't have to do it at all. You just put the icing on it. And this is Hummingbird Cake. Let me cut a piece and let Steve try it for y'all. I don't know, have you ever had this, honey, this cake before?
Yeah, I think your mom's made it.
Oh yeah, Mom has made a bunch of times. It's been a long time since we've eaten it. They must be good. You're
That
not.
is
Let me get a close-up on it. See all the nuts and everything. Well, you moved the plate on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm eating.
He can't quit eating, y'all. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and talk to you tomorrow.